Yes. Welcome back to another
What's
episode of
good?
what Wali Omar said. This is episode number 6. Episode number 6. Yes. Hope everyone's well.
Six.
So we said, what's it called? The cinco last time. Now it's siete. See, I know that 6 is siete.
Sis. No,
Wait?
sis. Siete, 7.
Siete, 7. Oh, my bad. So sis.
That's right.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
We move.
Yeah,
We live, we
we'll
learn.
move. You say no, I'll say it in my language. We say spudge. Spudge.
What do I even say? Leh.
Spudge. Leh. So it's episode leh, episode spudge, that's what it is.
Spush.
That's like a plug, I don't know why, man. Yeah, so what are we talking about this episode? Do you want to give a little insight?
Got a few topics. What we're going to start off with, actually, is how lockdown has kind of ended. So,
Yeah.
Kind of free now. If you think about it, it's just pretty much they're just telling you to social distance and be smart and stuff like that.
How it's eased up, yeah.
Yeah, wear face masks on public transport. It's pretty fine now.
No one does that, though. Let's be honest.
Apparently, you have to, like they'll kick you off.
They get kicked off though, so they don't really care.
Yeah, no, trust me, they do, because I've heard a few stories from people that I know. They're saying,
I miss free TFL though, man. Free TFL was nice.
Well, that was a minute ago. Still.
Imagine going in your free TFL, bro. That's that long journey.
Oh wait, are they giving us free TFL now?
No, not anymore. That's the thing.
What do you mean not anymore?
It's gone now, innit? It was free TFL when there was lockdown, like extreme lockdown.
Not
anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even train or just
train as well? No. It's free TFL, so you just jump on.
That is lit. That is lit. Yeah, I saw a picture of like the underground rail lines. Like, you know, the picture with the different colored lines, like Northern Line, all that stuff.
Yeah.
They did it in Italy, so they had all the Italian cities like in sections. Bro, that kind of like sick, bro. Imagine they had that kind of structure.
I saw a new line that was talking about. It was like
Elizabethan line.
Elizabeth. Well, Elizabethan. That's a dusty name.
The only reason why I know how to pronounce that. I
thought it's Elizabeth line.
School, you had that.
I thought it's Elizabeth line.
Oh, actually, no, it might be.
It was just Elizabeth line because it makes
sense. Might be because Victoria line. They don't say Victorian.
Yeah, it's Victoria line, not Victorian. I saw Elizabeth line, and it makes sense. Goes around the Queen's Yard 2 times.
I don't know. I thought I saw Elizabethan. Maybe I read it wrong in it. That was the name of my class in primary school. Elizabethan class. Yeah, come on.
Mad.
It's wavy class. Because obviously, see our primary schools, they all have like their different things. What was yours, by the way?
I think mine was a tree. It was sycamore.
And what was the other classes called?
So oak, sycamore, just different trees. There was I just remember oak and sycamore because they were on sports day all the time. Like we won sports day. But other ones was just Ras Admirals, wasn't it? Willow.
My one was.
Yeah, I remember Willow.
Okay, my one was like leaders, like times in history. So my class is Elizabethan class. Another class is Victorian class. I think the other one was Tudor class.
Did you have Vikings?
If I remember properly. Nah, not in. I think that was maybe in year 1 and year 2. I think that was Viking class.
It must be the animals. Probably City, innit? City were Vikings.
No, it was just year 1 and year 2 kids, bro. There was no sets in primary school.
Well, the crackers and Vikings. So you got the Vikings. You're a bit slow.
There was one kid in my class. He used to always say spaghetti as biscotti. Used to pronounce biscuit. It was too funny. I was like, why did you say that?
I missed those spaghetti hoops, you know, the letters on that. That was a damn.
They're alright. I feel like beans are probably a bit better than them, though. Fish chips and beans. I never had the spaghetti hoops, bro.
But let's get straight into the episode in a minute. So today we're talking about...
Yeah. I'm one of the unfortunate ones where lockdown is pretty much over for everyone else. But I have to shield. According to the NHS, they sent a letter to the yard saying...
Up to the NHS?
Yeah, they mentioned that there's 2 people in my family that are at high risk of catching corona. So because they have underlying illnesses in it. So I got to stay in the yard until end of June. But hearing rumors that it might be until the end of July.
Speak.
It's a bit of a sticker.
Myself, when lockdown was on, I was at yard. I was locked up in it. But since it's eased up, I've had more walks, and from walks to chilling, and I've just been outside.
I'm allowed to go on walks.
Yeah,
but I'm not allowed to chill. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you can chill. Yeah, kind of like walks and see some people on the way, maybe.
Yeah, like if I bump into someone, then I would use that. I can't like bump into someone, innit?
Yeah, like
a little focal bump into them. Yeah,
exactly.
Unplanned,
But that's deep.
It's jarred.
Because Westford open on Monday, and Westford have rules. Of course, it says you have to keep a 2 meter gap. There's only like 5 people allowed in the shop, so there's queues everywhere outside the shops. But it wasn't busy, but it still just felt normal, man. It's
just pretty much the same, innit? I feel like the whole world's slightly going back to normal now. Everything's just going to be open in one about.
30 years, man. But when you have to shield, for example, it's long because you have to wait till July, and the weather, people, when it's sunny here, people can't hold back, man. They just want to leave their yard. I can't blame them. I don't see sun. We barely see nice sun.
Nah, I blame them for the reason why I'm in shielding.
True. You're basically suffering from a second wave. That hasn't happened yet.
I think they're protecting us from that happening.
I don't think there will be a second wave, to be honest.
I hope not.
I'm looking, I'm like, fam, no way in hell. If it was this serious, no way in hell is it this chill. Because, fam, bro.
Nah, but bro, there's something called herd immunity, where they just let it spread throughout the masses, and then let our bodies find its own cure. I heard there's testing out a vaccine as well, so they're probably gonna try that out.
A friend of mine told me about there's a medicine in NHS they're using for elderly. So it's not to cure corona, it's a medicine that when they have it, because usually apparently the symptoms when they have swollen, the insides are swollen in it properly, inflamed or something like that. And
inflamed stuff.
This medicine is for that, and it treats the actual flu as well. So for elderly people that having it, my friend that works at NHS, they were saying that they have this medicine for elderly people because that's what it's usually for. They have more swollen inside and all that stuff, and they have it, and it helps them with that. So it's not a cure for the flu, but it's take care
suppressing
of the best out the most what they had.
It's gonna what's the word? Basically suppresses the symptoms. That's it.
Yeah, literally.
Hopefully they figure this all out, man. I feel like it'll be all right. I don't think it'll be as bad as
this is going to be in history, though. We went through the pandemic, coronavirus.
Come on, we lived through World War III, aliens, killer wasps,
wildfires,
and a pandemic. But we didn't really live through the wildfires. I feel like it's unfair for us to say that. To be honest, we didn't live through the killer bees either, so we got to take that out. But the world experienced that, and I'm part of the world, so.
A lot has happened, man. Protests, I think, are still carrying on as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of movements going on at the moment. A lot of stuff. It's good though. The world's waking up.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. What we should talk about, is Yemen, because.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. With Yemen, I don't. You know how the unity everyone had for when the Black Lives Matter thing happened. It was banging. I think it was sick, but as soon that happened, justice was not served, but it was served in an aspect as in those people that did that got finished. They got punished in it. But obviously, it still was enough.
And other things are working.
Other things there's a lot of stuff that came to light that were very hard hidden. Everything came to the spotlight, which is good. Which is what the purpose for the protest was, in it. But the fact that no one has that.
They got the wheel moving. They got certain things happening.
They broke that barrier, which is such a good thing. The fact that they have access to guns in America, it will never be peaceful there. It will never be peaceful. That's how it is, isn't it? The fact that guns are legal there, the power of just killing one another can come from something so small, from something that could just ignite from anything.
Yeah. Like I've seen videos of this one video specifically. There was a police lady. She started crying because she had to wait in a line in a drive-through at Starbucks. She was sad because she couldn't get her food faster, and like she was triggered and she was upset, like proper angry. Like imagine someone that has like doesn't have patience to wait for coffee.
Well, in Yemen,
to have the license to have a gun. Bro, do you know that a lot of things? Yeah, there's a lot of like this. From what I'm reading, from what I'm hearing, is a lot of Saudi Arabian influence is behind it. Like there's, I think there was a lot of civil unrest. Obviously, they had a leader and they dethroned that leader, and then so the next in line, the vice chairman or the vice president or something like that took over. But because there was such divide between the people, places like Saudi Arabia, they kind of took advantage of it. And obviously, like there's other other small groups like ISIS and stuff like that. They kind of took over the space, and then obviously like weapon trading started occurring, and obviously because of that, you can't really work as well in a place that's restless like that. So obviously it's just started leading to the decline, and this started years ago, and obviously, unfortunately now we're seeing that we could be too late. Inshallah we're not. Inshallah they always make that for them and stuff in it. But
it just
hopefully
makes me angry because it's just. Yeah. I saw this thing. Apparently, it was 18.4 million Yemenis are expected to starve to death. 18.4 million are gonna die from not eating. That's. It said it was 3 times the death toll of Jews in the Holocaust. 3 times.
Yeah.
And that's kids, families, moms, parents, brothers, sisters. Like that's your brothers. Like we know them, but like they're basically our brothers and sisters. And the fact that they're starving to death, and it's out of their hands. They have no food to eat, and all we can do,
it's try our best.
Literally, it's just it's so easy to donate. Like we're probably gonna put a donate link as well on the bio for everyone that needs to, if they can't find it anywhere, because it's literally everywhere. But for somehow it still gets put under the spotlight. Because I still don't think I still don't think people are putting it under the spotlight what it really is. It's because if this happened anywhere else, for example, like this happened anywhere, like a westernized country, for example, it would have been everywhere. It would have been such a big thing. The fact it's very just getting brushed off so easily, and it's just bullshit.
It's sad because like there's been attempts for to bring it to light over the couple of years. Like I saw something about Jeremy Corbyn like a couple of years ago bringing it up, and like all the issues that are going on, and he was like, we need to like help this out. Like the way that the Saudis are and like smaller like militias groups are taking advantage of an area's weakness and using it to exploit them and just cause such a mess. Like he was calling for the government to try to get the UN to be put on notice to try help out everything, but unfortunately it's not happened. What I'm gonna say is, alhamdulillah, there was a point that it wasn't spoken about a lot, but alhamdulillah, recently a lot of the people that I know and a lot of people that I follow on social media have been sharing it constantly, retweeting, donating, loads of links. Alhamdulillah, it's slightly getting better. Inshallah, we'll be able to help them out. Inshallah, all you can do is just hope for the best, man. It's sad. It is, man. The human race is really far from perfect.
Everyone has problems in life, innit? But like, when you compare your problems to what a newborn baby that's going through, a kid in Yemen, your problems are everyone has problems, but it's different. It's just be grateful for what we have, and like every small blessing, no matter how hard your life is. Like for us, we should definitely always, because we're blessed. We're part of the blessed people that have been brought in a place where we have a house over our head, we have clothes, we have food.
We have opportunities.
There's unlucky people
grow.
in the world which don't have that stuff in it. They don't have education. They barely have a family anymore. They woke up to the sound of bombs, gunfire, no water to drink. Everything is just it's survival. They wake up as if it's survive. It's just pray for them from Allah. It's just all we can do is make donations to Allah.
Definitely, man. Definitely. And even for those that have passed away, unfortunately, we can always make time for them as well.
Exactly.
Hopefully, things are gonna start speeding up. So hopefully, countries are gonna start noticing the issues and start helping out. There's a lot of problems with the Muslim community as well. Like, if from when we think about Saudi Arabia have a big part to play in this, it's a help.
It's all about money. It's all about money for them. It's literally all about money.
It's sad, man. The world's come to this.
Power and money. Literally, they want power. Who's got the bigger wood, fam? That's what it is, fam.
Yeah, man.
India and China going at each other for World War III was trending again because of India and China.
I haven't seen that actually.
It was trending again. India and China scrap, fam. What's it called? Kim Jong-un, the ill bastard, fam. He's threatening to do the madness. It was apparently, I'm not gonna say.
Korea.
I think there were soldiers that were captured, and the day I read that the soldiers were released from Korea, but they were saying it was China's. I read something that was China as well, but
the Chinese are getting involved.
Yeah, it's madness.
Right.
We'll probably talk about that for another episode because it was quite a lot to say about it.
Yeah. One thing that I would like to say is, I feel like there's like an importance when it comes to learning from mistakes or failures. I think there's something that we got to learn from. We got to learn from history. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of important to try your best to become educated. To try your best to be a nice person.
People will never learn though. We can use slavery as an example. People never learn the difference. They just can't. There's people in the world that exist, yeah, that, bruv, they just, I feel sorry. I feel sorry. I feel like they suck themselves basically in it, because if you're stuck in a way, yeah, like so much has happened in the history in it. So much.
Yeah.
For example, if we're talking about slavery now, yeah, so much has happened. But the fact that it's 2020, yeah, so much has been accepted in 2020. I'm not like, for example, so much has happened these past few years in how there's so many genders now, for example, or how just these small things that's happened, and the fact that the color is still an issue to this day. People are worrying to just go to the shop because of their color. They don't want to. Just small things. I saw a video LeBron James shared of a kid just playing basketball, like, because it's a front yard camera in it, playing basketball.
Yeah, I saw that.
And there's a car going by, and you can just see him slowly go behind the car, just hide. And as soon as the police car goes by, this is in America, he just comes back to play again. Just why does he have to have that fear? How, like, why? It's just the fact that they have that worry is still there in this day and age. Yeah, it's just, brother, it just tells this world is never ever gonna.
Well, it shows that it's even more important for us to stick together and to learn from each other and try to help each other. Just spread love, just spread joy, just help out when you can. Even if it's as little as possible, just learn, read stuff. I know sometimes it can be a lot to take in. What I would say is, if you are going to educate yourself and stuff like that, do try to take care of your mental health as well. Like, do it little by little. Don't dive in all at once, because it can have quite a negative effect on your mind. But the best thing is sticking together, teaching each other, learning from each other. Like we've seen recently in Twitter, there's been a lot of things being shared, and we are learning with each other. We're learning about everything that's going on. Like, for example, would you say throughout this tough time that's been going on that you've learned a lot that you haven't learned, that you didn't know before?
Yeah, I think, yeah, always. Yeah, 100%.
Like there was like the general idea of everything that's going on that you can understand, but then there's like a lot more things that came out of the dark into the light. So, for example, like people like George Floyd, people like was it Breonna Taylor, I believe. Just all like these different names, all these different situations that are going on. You learn about the history.
Yeah, 100%.
Like for me, what I've been doing, I've been watching a lot of Muhammad Ali videos on how he talks passionately about
legend,
the black people, unity, helping his people. Our people need to just love each other and stuff. Like I've kind of had. It's a sad time, but it's also a blessing because it's opened my eyes a lot. And I think it's done that for a lot of people as well, and I feel like this kind of moment for a lot of people our age, a lot of people around our age, even people that are adults, even people that are younger, I feel like it's shown us that the importance of reading, of researching, not just for school, like having general knowledge of what's going on around the world, keeping up with current affairs, understanding how you can help, just growing sympathy and empathy in your heart. You know what I mean? So in that sense, I feel it brings me a bit of joy when you see people coming together. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you know what reminds me of the unity is when the first time when I actually saw people coming together to do good was like in our community was when Grenfell happened, and that when Grenfell happened was it's been 3 years since last week it was 3 years when it happened.
Yeah.
Grenfell I think was the biggest thing that's happened from what I think from me experiencing like face on, because
I mean this is our area, isn't it?
we had it's literally brothers down the road, for example. It's literally down the road, you know.
Yeah, man.
Like, we have very close friends. Like, people had work colleagues. Like I had friends there as well. People that's passed away in Grenfell, and that will always leave a fat mark. Because whenever I see that building, that feeling of what happened that night, it was a Fajr. I remember it was literally morning, Ramadan time of what happened. And I remember it was the feeling that I was getting was, bruv.
I know what you mean.
I was literally frozen.
I remember just hearing the helicopters and stuff. And like we're in a group chat with our guys. We got friends that live literally across the road to them. Across the road to the flats, innit? So like they were saying what they were hearing. Like, it was a dark moment, man. But
you could hear
there are moments like that. Yeah, there's moments like that that do bring people together. That do create love, create unity.
One day
create
after,
strength in the community.
Yeah, the same day after, me and I think my cousin went straight to the area and there was literally trucks and vans of food and clothes and everything. And me, obviously just helping with bags and stuff like that, proper packing everything out. People were left homeless, and it's just one thing that I've clocked that people were doing as well. I don't really agree with it because I feel like you shouldn't do it, because if I personally knew someone from Grenfell and was seeing that, if you don't know them, so it's a bit different. But for example, people were posting people post pictures like of the people that passed away, because from the family that I know, they purposely asked, they don't want pictures of like their family to be spread and like for people to see what happened.
Yeah.
I saw it was like a collage that was made in it. I was going to share it myself but I was like, I don't know if I want to share it because I remembered what the family was saying in it, because at the same time they passed away. For them to see the faces, it's nice to have their names involved, because the names, everyone knows the names in it. Like there was a song,
because it helps with change.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. It's 50-50, because I don't know if I don't know how I think about it, innit? Because if it was God forbid, if it was like someone that like my family and I saw like the picture of them, I wouldn't know how to feel about it. Do you know what I mean? It's different compared to the thing with George Floyd, because we're trying to recognize the issue. Like, this is the person that they did this to.
Yeah,
it's human on human. But this is more of a disaster that happened.
Yeah,
and it's out of our hands. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they died in the month of Ramadan, so then a better place 100%. But like, it was just the way it happened. It wasn't a fire. And the stories that we got told, especially with the family that I know, the stories that happened and what it led to, just sad, wallah.
Yeah. We just gotta always keep them, never forget them. That's one. Always keep them in our hearts, in our minds, especially when in moments where we may feel like we're forgetting about the good things that we have, like the blessings that we have.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, you literally never know.
Yeah.
Like, who would have thought something like that will happen.
It started with like the smallest thing.
Yeah.
Was like a something to do with like a faulty fridge or something like that, if I'm correct.
It was something like that.
Yeah, but you always. Good thing is that what came from it was positive. Like especially in our area, it's the unity in our area for that, like the respect that we have for all those people for that moment in time. It really brought a lot of people together, and I feel like we shouldn't. I'm trying to word this in the right way. We should use that, and we should use the memories of those people in a positive way. Remember them positively. Obviously, speak about them in positive ways, like good moments that you've had with them, for example. And just smile because of the change that they're going to bring. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. They brought a lot of unity into the whole area, I'm not gonna lie. Especially on the same day, I think if everyone broke their fast, literally in front of the building, it was just a massive. Everyone was sitting there.
That was a special occasion, man.
People were coming to talk. It's like, oh yeah, I wanted to talk. I saw so you think you know as well, a girl called Rukia. She made like a short movie about Grenfell, innit? She made it last week, I think. I'll put the thing for us about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's mad. It's like a little remembrance video in it, and she got people from her friends to like act in it. It's like, and she edited it really well. It was proper well filmed. It looks a proper banging movie in it. I think it's like it's like a proper short movie in it. It proper hits you. If I'm not gonna lie, man. She edited it really well, so we'll share
because it hits a place in people's hearts where they like it opens something different in people. So it brings like a type of energy that you can use it in a positive ways, like how she has, to continue to spread awareness, to not let people forget about what happened. It's tough, isn't it?
It is.
But yeah, the main thing is, I think, is not to let what happened be forgotten. We have to keep remembering. Yeah,
it's why we always say never forget. Never
understanding what's going on.
Just never take your life for granted, man. It's your next second's not promised, man. Not like life tomorrow is not promised. You should always know that, innit? Always make yourself better. You don't want to leave a negative impact on this world. You want to make sure you always do a positive for every single person you meet. There's no need to be rude. Always be kind, fam. What you lose from that, innit?
Yeah, that's true. From any situation in life, there's a lot of things that a lot of lessons that you can learn.
Always.
You can always learn to, even if it's a failure, the type of failure that you've gone through personally, whether it's uni, whether it's a job, whether it's just personal stuff, you can always learn from it. Even if it's like something like, I don't know, gaming, you can learn from games. Just the fact that, say you were to lose in COD, or I was to lose in FIFA. Let me say this, innit? In FIFA, obviously football, based on football, usually what people do is if they're losing by a large margin, like say like 4-0, 5-0, they'll just quit in it. But even then, I know this sounds dumb and cheesy, innit? But you can either quit, or you can think, you know what? There's moments where you can be like, okay, what can I do to get better? Can I defend in a different way? Can I try attack in a different way? Can I control the possession of the ball? Just small stuff, innit?
Yeah, it's about how you make changes.
I know it sounds dumb. Yeah. I'm just using a example that a lot of people can
relate to, I guess.
Understand, innit?
Yeah, it's more simple to understand it that way. A good friend of mine, Nadim, he said it was a good thing he said as well. He was like, every person you meet in your life, every single soul you meet has a purpose in your life. And whenever they've done that purpose for you, I believe will stay. But not like, it makes sense, because when you think about it, every single person does have a purpose in life. Like they bring a change to you, or you bring a change to them, which makes you a different person to the next day. There's no person that you ever met in your life that had no purpose towards you in any way whatsoever. They could have brought you a feeling. They could have brought you a change. It could have made a certain habit change. It could have been any slight thing. It could be anything. It could be with behavior, with what you do, with how you think, what you like, with what you want, of what motives you want to do. It's anything. It could. Every single person has a purpose or has had a benefit. It could be positive, negative, whatever.
Yeah.
It has had a benefit on you in a way, and that's a good way to think about it, because you're the person that could look back and see who had a positive benefit on you, and you want to make sure you have a positive impact on whoever you meet as well, because you don't want to leave in a negative way ever.
I don't think anyone wants to be remembered poorly.
So we should leave it there.
This episode has been a little bit of a heartfelt episode. It's kind of tough to speak on other stuff when there's a lot of stuff going on, especially with like our people in it, in a way. Do you know what I mean?
You know what it is? Yeah, it's most podcast episodes we done. Most of them have been more deep than chill, because the time right now is just deep times. Like we can't be talking about calm things when it's not how we feel in it. We'll have to say what we feel in, and that's what it is. But obviously, we're gonna have these episodes. When we have chill talks in it, could be banned or whatever it may be.
Yeah. This one, hopefully, we'll be able to, like what Wally said earlier in the video, put a couple links in the description one for the video from Rakia, and then a couple donation parts that you can kindly donate to if you're able to. Just to help on it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Keep smiling. Keep hoping for good times. Spread joy, man. Keep smiling.
That's it. Anyways, take care, man. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We should be coming back soon in the next 2 days or a day or so. Next episode, episode 7.
Yeah.
Take care, man.
Take care.